Story, a dog dying after swimming in Alatoona Lake. You may have seen this on Facebook. I read about half of it and I couldn't read the rest of it. It was so heartbreaking. The owner posted that the vet suspects the dog ingested toxic blue-green algae.
It's certainly causing a lot of concern among other pet owners and people who frequent the lake. Our John Sherrick reached out to the Army Corps of Engineers and Georgia's Department of Natural Resources to get you some answers.
Her name was Aria, a border collie, and on Saturday, Aria was loving her cool swim in Alatoona Lake at Red Top Mountain State Park with her family, Morgan and Patrick Fleming. But soon after that, as they were all driving home, Morgan Fleming writes on Facebook that Aria began vomiting and was stricken with diarrhea. They took Aria straight to emergency care, but the vets could not save her. Fleming says their vet told them that Aria was showing typical symptoms of poisoning from toxic blue-green algae, which Aria possibly ingested during her swim. Alatoona Lake is an Army Corps of Engineers reservoir, and a spokesman tells me that the Corps is not aware of any algae blooms in Alatoona. But he says the Corps has alerted Georgia's Department of Natural Resources that there may be a bloom of toxic algae in the lake, asking for help tracking down what exactly killed Aria. Just this past Thursday, near Wilmington, North Carolina, 3 dogs swimming in a pond died, and their owner's vet believes toxic algae killed them. According to environmental scientists, toxic blue-green algae often blooms in warm weather, in freshwater and saltwater, and can be fatal to pets, livestock, and wildlife. Sometimes it's visible as surface scum or foam, sometimes it has a bad odor, and sometimes it is difficult to detect. This afternoon, Georgia's Environmental Protection Division posted extensive info on toxic algae. Quote, "No human deaths from toxic algae have occurred in the United States, though animal deaths have been widely reported. In humans, it can cause a rash, fever, internal sickness. In animals, it can be fatal." The Corps of Engineers spokesman tells me the Corps is very concerned and expects to find out quickly the extent of any toxic algae blooms in Alatoona Lake, and then decide if it needs to issue any warnings or swimming bans there.